a Formosan Aboriginal cultural village and had a lot of fun trying out various facilities such as the Great Wall Pro, Maya at Village, and UFO. Have you ever thought about the significance of the name Formosan Aboriginal Cultural Village? There are the 9 indigenous tribes in Taiwan, including the Paiwan, Puno, Lukai, Amis, Sao, Tao, Ataya, Puyuma, and Saisia tribes.
The Paiwan people are one of the indigenous tribes of Taiwan. They have a rich history that spans back thousands of years. The Paiwan people have their own language, culture, and traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation. Historically, the Paiwan people were known for their skill, particularly in weaving and wood carving. They were also fair warriors and were able to defend their territory against rivals of tribes. Today, the Paiwan people continue to celebrate their heritage and work to preserve their unique way for life.
The Puno people are another one of the indigenous tribes of Taiwan. Like the Paiwan people, they have a long and rich history that dates back thousands of years.
The Puno people are known for their unique musical traditions, which has been designated by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. They are also skilled hunters and farmers, and have a deep connection to the natural world. Today, the Puno people continue to celebrate their unique heritage and work to preserve their traditional way of life.
They have made significant strides in promoting their music and culture
to a wider audience, and have also become involved in efforts to protect the environment and promote sustainable development in their communities.
The Lukai tribe is one of the indigenous tribes of Taiwan with a unique rich history. They have their own language, culture, and traditions that have been passed down for generations. The Lukai people historically lived in the mountains region of southern Taiwan and were known for their skill in weaving and wood carving. They also had a strong warrior culture, and they were able to defend their territory against rival tribes. Today, the Lukai people continue to celebrate their unique heritage and work to preserve their traditional way of life. They have still made significant contributions to the art and craft of Taiwan, and have become involved in efforts to protect sustainable development and practice in the environment in their communities. The Amis people are another indigenous tribe of Taiwan. They have a long history that can be tracked back to around 8000 BCE. The Amis people traditionally live in small, self-sufficient communities along the eastern coast of Taiwan. Like the Taiwan people, the Amis people have their own language, culture, and traditions that have been passed down through generations. They have skilled fishermen and farmers, and their diet mainly consists of seafood and meat. The Amis people are also known for their rich oral traditions, including myths, legends, and songs that have been passed down for centuries. Today, the Amis people continue to celebrate their culture, heritage, also traditional music, dance, and festivals. However, like many indigenous communities, they face challenges in preserving their culture and way of life in face of modernization and assimilation.
The Sao people are another indigenous tribe of Taiwan that shows some similarities with the Taiwan and Amis people. The Sao people have a long history in Taiwan that dates back to prehistoric times. Their traditional life in the central mountainous region of Taiwan and were skilled hunters, farmers, and fishermen. Like the Taiwan and Amis people, the Sao people have their own language, culture, and traditions that have been passed down through generations. The Sao people also have a rich oral tradition, including legends, myths, and songs that have been passed down through generations. They have a unique system of belief that is based on animism, which holds that all things in nature have a spirit. They, the Sao people, continue to celebrate their cultural heritage through traditional music, dance, and festivals. They also face challenges in perceiving their way of life in the face of modernization and assimilation. The Dao people are another indigenous ethnic group in Taiwan and share some similarities with the Taiwan and Amis peoples. The Dao people have a long history in Taiwan, dating back to prehistoric times. Their traditional life in the Control Mountains of Taiwan and are good at hunting, farming, and fishing. The Dao people also have a rich oral tradition, including legends, myths, and songs, which has been passed down to this day. They have a unique belief system based on the animistic idea of animism. Today, the Dao continue to celebrate their cultural heritage through traditional music, dance, and festivals. They also face the challenge of perceiving traditional ways of life brought about by modernization and assimilation. The Taya people are an indigenous group in Taiwan with a rich history and culture. They are believed to have migrated to Taiwan from mainland China around 2,500 years ago. The Taya people continue to their traditional culture through music, dance, and art, and their way of life is deeply connected to the natural environment. They are also actively involved in efforts to protect their land and resources and to promote sustainable development in their communities.
The Puyuma tribe is one of indigenous group in Taiwan, with a population of 9606 in 2000, making up approximately 2.4% of the total indigenous population in Taiwan, and the sixth largest indigenous group in the country. The Puyuma people have their own language. The Puyuma language, but younger generations have lost the ability to speak their ethnic language, leading to rebel moments in various places. The Puyuma are one of the indigenous groups in Taiwan. They reside in the coastal region south of Hanping River and in the high mountain region of the southern Huazhong Valley. The Puyumayan people primarily rely on groups such as millet, sweet potato, and taro, as well as hunting for protein seekers such as game animals or river fish and sailfish. The Sedicate, also known as the Sechers, are one of the indigenous tribes in Taiwan. They are primarily concentrated in the mountainous regions of the central Taiwan, including Nantou Country, Hsinchu Country, and Miaoli Country. The Sedicate people have a rich cultural heritage, including traditional dance and music, handicrafts, and religious practice. They traditionally rely on hunting and grazing, as well as cultivation of crops such as millet, taro, and sweet potatoes. The Sedicate language is part of the extension language family, and efforts have been made to preserve and promote its use among younger.
The above is a basic introduction of the 9th class. Thank you for your watching. We are the Class 6 Grade 2.